How easy is it to steal your car? And how can you stop it from happening? Brut spoke to Inspector Abdul Rahman Siddiqui from the Ghaziabad crime branch after his team successfully nabbed a gang who had been using high-tech equipment to steal more than 500 cars in Delhi NCR. Facebook played a crucial role in how they operated. Police said that the gang members made fake ID, which they then linked to different phone numbers to send out messages for buying and selling cars on the social networking site.
कोई ग्राहक मिल गया तो डायरेक्ट बेचते थे, तो एलएक्स के माध्यम से बेचते थे.
After making an agreement with the potential customer, they would then proceed to steal the car that the customer desired. It was demand and supply. The gang would also conduct 2 or 3 recce missions where they would check where all the CCTV cameras were located and scope out the area. After choosing the car to steal and planning their escape, the interesting part began, which earned them the nickname high-tech thieves. There was a software which they downloaded on either a laptop or a tablet and used it to get all the information about the car. Now, this software is rather expensive. It costs somewhere between 1.5 to 2.5 lakhs, and it is also only sold to garages. One of the gang members, as we later learned, owned a garage, and that gave him access to the required software. So the thieves went to their target car, reached under the tires to yank out the wire that was connected to the alarm system, and then they drilled into the boot of the car to open it.
स्टेयरिंग के पास वो सारा सिस्टम लगा के डुप्लीकेट चाबी अंदर ही तैयार करते थे.
Once inside, the thieves used a jammer to disable the car's GPS and turn on the car.
और नंबर प्लेट ऑलरेडी दूसरा नंबर प्लेट चेंज करके वो रखे रहते थे अपने पास ही.
Then they drove the car to a secluded place where it remained out of sight for 7 to 10 days, and then when they were sure that the coast was clear, they moved it to their garage. And then they moved on to their next step, covering their tracks.
इंजन और चेचिस नंबर ये लोग फर्जी तरीके से तैयार करते थे, तो फिर वो नया रजिस्ट्रेशन कराते थे, उसका इंश्योरेंस और एनओसी बनवाते थे.
The car, polished and shine, was finally ready to be delivered to the unsuspecting buyer. This grand operation went undetected for 4 years. It was in 2023, after nearly 500 cars stolen, that the Ghaziabad crime branch was able to start putting the pieces together. They checked CCTV footage, collected data from nearby telephone towers, and found 25 to 30,000 phone numbers of possible suspects. After narrowing it down to around 200, they started manually tracking the hours during which these numbers were active, how many times they were near the crime scene, and whether or not these numbers had been linked to any other theft. This particular gang had 9 members. 6 of them had been arrested. Noor Mohammed, alias Rinku, was the leader of the gang. He has 36 cases against him. Hakeem used to be a farmer in Baghpat, but now had 32 cases against him in Delhi. Mohsin, alias Sonu, worked as a mobile repairman and was the supplier of the gang. Shakir was a kabadiwala who often removed parts from discarded cars and replaced them with those from the cars that he stole. Sunil Kala was an auto driver, and As Mohammed was the owner of the garage. They had been selling cars stolen from Delhi NCR across different states like Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan and Gujarat. While most of the cars stolen were slightly expensive cars like a Creta, Seltos or a Fortuner, they also stole cars like Brezzas and Maruti Swifts. The police said it really depended on what the buyer was looking for. But who were these buyers? Inspector Siddiqui said that a lot of them were actually politicians, big lawyers and businessmen. He said that while he wasn't sure if the buyers knew that these cars were stolen, he did say that they probably knew something wasn't right. The cops recovered 11 cars from this gang, and later another 8 cars from a different gang.
जो भी गाड़ियाँ बिकी उसमें जो पैसा आया ये लोग आपस में बांट लेते थे.
For this gang, it didn't matter if the car was manual or automatic. Some cars even came with safety features like a steering lock or a gear lock, but the gang was armed to the teeth with tools to easily override these. Inspector Siddiqui recommended parking your cars inside garages or at a safe location which isn't on public roads.